And that's what music's all about, man. Is just having fun with it, and enjoying yourself, and it translates in when you're playing, and just the dynamics are so evident in your playing too. So I was gonna ask, what music did you grow up listening to around the house as a kid?
Wow. So much. My father is also a pianist, and he taught me most of what I know. So I grew up listening to, of course, a lot of Stevie Wonder. I grew up listening, of course, to Oscar Peterson, Art Tatum, Chick Corea, Michelle Camilo, in terms of those people in the jazz world. But I grew up listening to a wide range of music outside of jazz as well. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, you can hear it. There's a lot of influences. You're grabbing things from everybody, especially OP on that first one.
Thank you.
Yeah, some bluesy, downward lines that you had, and I like that. Also, as some of you may not know or know, we lost the great Chick Corea about 2 weeks from today. I mean, I'm not sure if that's exact, but a few weeks ago we lost him, and just so sudden, nobody knew. He died as a result of a rare form of cancer, and we all miss him a lot. And I know the next tune you're going to play is a Chick tune. I wanted to ask, what would you do from this day forward to have you thought about what you want to do to continue his legacy throughout the rest of your career? I know you've already performed a lot of his music in your band from back home in Gainesville, but have you thought about sort of what you'd want to do to continue that legacy?
Well, I was taking a lesson with Gonzalo Rubalcaba, who comes in every now and again at Frost for a little part of the semester. And I actually played this tune that we are about to play for him. And it's very evident when I play Chick's music that I'm definitely inspired by him. He's been a hero of mine since high school. And I've listened to all the Return to Forever, God knows how many times. His synthesizer playing, his Rhodes playing, and of course his acoustic piano stuff has been just so influential on just everything that it would be in a music playlist for me. And that's very evident when it comes across. But Gonzalo also wanted me to start exploring what I have to offer in Chick's tunes myself. And Chick will always be an influence on my playing. And I can only hope to do him justice, but also trying to find where my voice sits in his music, so that his music can live on through us as individuals, as opposed to us always trying to maybe emulate him all the time. But that's a journey that I'm trying to discover right now as a young musician in today's world. So
yeah, amen to that, man. No, for sure. I mean, Chick's one of those people that did it all, and someone like a Miles Davis who played in every kind of era of jazz, from bebop to kind of the electric thing that he did with the electric band, and then he went kind of back into sort of a fusion of the two with his band with Brian Blade and McBride. So he's done it all, and hopefully, like you said, we're inspired by him, but we have to also have our own voice at the same time, and it's never going to sound exactly like Chick, obviously, but that's the beauty of music. You're always going to have your own sound. So totally agree. And with that being said, what's the tune you're going to play for us now of Chick's?
This is one that I know Chick rarely performed and rarely recorded as well, but this is a standard of his that I love the most, and this is called Sea Journey.
All right. The Trenton Klaz Trio playing Sea Journey. we had a live audience, they'd be roaring on that one. Yeah, that was Sea Journey by Chick Corea, man. You really, Chick's, he's proud right now. That was amazing, man.
Thank you.
Really
Thank you.
amazing.
I hope so.
You guys have quite a group sound, and you guys have just started playing together, right? Or how long have you guys been rehearsing for?
Yeah, actually, how we kind of got this thing together, and we've wanted to do this sooner if we had the chance, but with COVID and everything, we never got to pursue our musical opportunities. But we actually got together very early on in Dr. Reed's JV1, and when we played together for the first time, we just knew that the synergy was there, and it's just one of those blessings where you have you just meet people and you get into a room together and it just clicks and it works. And that was about almost 2 years ago at this point. So
Nice. I know that feeling for sure. And I've played with Patrick for a number of years back home in New York, so I get it. And you guys sound great, and can't wait to hear you guys after the break. But before we take a brief pause, again, Trenton Klaz on piano, Patrick Leavy on bass, and Joseph Enright on the drums. And we're going to hear some more music right after this break. But before we pause, just want to remind you that next week, right here at the same time on WDNA's 88.9 FM, the Stamps Trio will be playing its final radio show in their Frost career here. And in that trio actually includes myself and Tim Watson on guitar from Lexington, Massachusetts, and Max Schwartz on the bass from Berkeley, California. So be sure to tune in at 11 a.m. for that next week, March 4th, I believe that is. And also tonight in the Gusman Concert Hall, unfortunately you can't attend personally, but the link will be posted on Frost's YouTube page. The Frost Studio Jazz Band will be playing the music of all Black American composers, and including Benny Carter, Mary Lou Williams, and the list goes on. So we'll be doing that concert at 7:30 in Gusman. Be about 45 minutes of music, so be sure to tune in to that. So we're going to take a brief break and then hear these guys right after this. You're listening to WDNA's 88.9 FM, the home of Serious Jazz. Welcome back. Just like that, I felt like it was only a few seconds back here on WDNA's 88.9 FM, the home of Serious Jazz. I'm Marcello Corelli, and we are just, for those of you that are just tuning in here, we're with the Trenton Klaz Piano Trio with Patrick Leavy on the bass and Joe Enright on the drums. So great to hear these guys in a non-school setting. I'm sure they enjoy playing off campus too, and it's a blessing that we all get to make some music here in Miami and have the opportunity to do so in such a great studio here in WDNA. So the first two tunes you heard were All the Things You Are and Sea Journey. Before Trent, why don't we have a little conversation before the next tune?
Sure.
So you got your undergrad at the University of Florida.
Yes.
And you were classically trained, is that true?
Yes.
Cool. Who did you study with there?
Well, at University of Florida, I studied with Dr. Kevin Sharp, a wonderful human being. He really allowed me to continue doing what I wanted to do in the sense like being able to play the way that I want to play, and I couldn't do that going in. I had a very bad, very bad tension issues, and I was on the way to get tendonitis in like in a very short amount of time, and he completely saved my technique. And I'm very thankful for those 4 years that I spent studying under him.
That's great, man. I'm glad it all worked out like that. And yeah, so your transition from University of Florida to Frosting, how's that been? What's the difference in your lessons? Because I know you've really enjoyed studying with Professor Martin Bejarano, who's been on this show a few times. It's been a pleasure to hear him there. But yeah, how's that compare to your undergrad, your experience here?
Well, my experience at Frost is a dream come true. I had always wanted to attend Frost since I was in high school, and I was very blessed that this time around for my master's, I was able to afford financially to attend. And starting with Martin again is just an immense blessing. I first saw a video of Martin playing with Chick Corea, actually, where they're playing with Roy Haynes and they're playing Straight No Chaser. And I knew from that moment when I saw that video that I had to study with Martin. And I've checked out his trio records, which are phenomenal. And he's definitely one of my modern day idols and heroes that I hold in very high respect. So every time I walk into a lesson with Martin, I'm just super blessed to have someone who's very cordial and amiable, but also knows how to be real with me and tell me what it is that I need to do to get to the next level of my musicianship.
Yeah. He does it in a very positive and constructive way, which I definitely, I'm taking a composition class with him right now, and I'm sure he's taught you a little bit about, composition as well. And I mean, was that your Reharm, the first tune that you played, All the Things You Are?
Yeah, I actually,
man.
that was a challenge actually Professor John Hart gave me during my time taking his improvisation class. And I couldn't tell you how those chords came to me. I just sat down and I just started trying to figure it out and just kind of let the divine take me where it may, if you know what I mean.
Sure. It sounded great, man. You should continue playing that and recording that, because it was really a nice arrangement. And I liked how you included the elements of the original tune, like the intro, and then you went in, because people still want to be familiar with the tune. You don't want to ruin the tune. It's a Jerome Kern tune, So, yeah. But that was great. So yeah, let's hear some more music. What do you have for us next, man?
Next is a favorite of mine. This one's a Cedar Walton tune called Bolivia.
Yeah, Bolivia. Beautiful tune. The Trenton Klaz Trio. Yeah, guys. Woo! That was awesome. The end, man, that energy. That's what we need right now, man. This time. We really do. So thanks for bringing that. That was a wonderful Cedar Walton tune entitled Bolivia. So you added that little other section in there, right? A little F to B flat or G to B flat and G to F or something, like a little bass thing.
I like if you know the other musical side of me, I'm a big fan of a lot of mainstream rock artists, and I love going into kind of fusing that into my trio stuff and kind of like this modal aspect by using these power chord fifths that you might usually hear on rock guitar. Then it's like going into this very McCoy Tyner type of language and rocking out in a jazz context. So yes, adding that modal vamp at the end is very exciting for me.
Yeah, it was cool. And you had some bluesy, you could do some kind of, rock and roll blues licks over that too. You kind of combine the both. Yeah, it's great, man. So you're in your last year as a master's student, right? This is your final year?
My final year.
So what are you thinking, man, about doing after this year? Because it's, I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, I'm finishing undergrad, so it's a stressful time, I'm sure. But
yes, I'm planning on staying in Miami is the short answer. I have a couple of, I don't want to say anything too specific right now until it's happened. But the big picture is I plan on staying in the city, and as things get better, as the economy opens up, as things get back to normal, hopefully with everything that's going on right now, there will be more opportunities, and I would love to continue playing with these guys who I know are also staying in the city with me. And I'm very very proud to play with these guys, not just as musicians, but I'm also very proud to call these guys my friends. We've formed that bond now, so I'm looking forward to staying here in the city.
Great, man. Yeah, there's a lot of musical opportunities here. I'm gonna miss this place when I leave too, but I'll always come back because I know it's just such a culturally rich place and just a lot of great things happening here. And let's see, one more thing to ask you before you play your final, because time flies, man.
Sure.
When you're having fun, you only got
a
few. But are you working on any specific projects with? I know you have some unreleased music with your cover group from Gainesville. Are you thinking about releasing some of that, or maybe even some recordings with this trio here?
Absolutely, yes to both. I have a concert of the fusion band I had back in Gainesville with a lot of my friends there, and we just released a video on YouTube where we covered Romantic Warrior by Chick Corea in honor of him. It was only appropriate. And it's so funny releasing older music because that's been 2 years now. And I'm still very proud of that performance, even though I know that my playing has changed between now and then. And in regards to this trio, absolutely, we're going into a week studio a month from now, and we're laying down some tracks, some of which you're hearing here today. So I'm very excited for that as well.
Oh, great. Is there going to be some original music on that as well? Or is it kind of just going to be like playing tunes?
We're going to be doing standards, but I have, I always have something of mine to add to them. It's never going to be just playing the tune the normal way. So everything is my little unique arrangement for piano trio, as you can hear with All the Things You Are, and that little modal section of Bolivia. I always have just little things to add that I think can make it my own.
Yeah, that's really admirable, man, because a lot of people, a lot of arrangers just want to completely mess with the tune, and that's that can be good in a lot of ways, but just to play the tune and then just add that little thing that makes it sort of your own is that's a cool thing to do, man. Whether it's a rhythmic thing or a modal thing, yeah. Cool. So yeah, we may only have time for one more, but we'll see. Which tune do you have for us next? I think It's a tune called Equipoise, right? Equipoise?
Equipoise, yeah, by Stanley Cowell is kind of an unknown amongst many, but I've always loved that tune. My father had showed me that tune, and that was one I kind of grew up around. So it's kind of my own standard I get to play, and nobody really knows about it. So that's always really fun.
Yeah, I can't wait to hear it. Before these guys play what may be their last tune, I just want to remind everyone that this show is it's a rare opportunity for local musicians and students to come and perform and then have it be live streamed and have good quality audio and video. So if you want to donate to keep this thing going, please go to WDNA.org and or call into the station to definitely give some money, because the station needs it. I know Giving Week is coming up at some point, but definitely all donations are welcome at WDNA.org or to call into the station. So without further ado, here's the Trenton Klaz Trio playing Equipoise. So that was Equipoise. And who wrote that tune again?
That's a composition by Stanley Cowell.
Stanley Cowell. Awesome.
Very amazing pianist. A lot of sideman work, but he has a trio record by the same name with that tune on it, and you should check it out.
Yeah, definitely, man. I will. I think we have time for one more. So I think you guys are going to play Irving Berlin's "How Deep Is the Ocean." Yeah.
Yes, we're going to do a little twist on it and mix it up with another very familiar jazz standard, Footprints.
All right.
Yes.
Can't wait. So what a treat it's been to hear the Trenton Klaz Trio right here on WDNA's 88.9 FM, home of Serious Jazz. You can also, for those of you that usually watch WVUM, this show is actually running on that station as well. So next week, I'll remind our viewers to tune in on that station. The Stamps Trio will be playing next week at the same time on WDNA's 88.9 FM and hopefully WVUM as well. But I'll say no more. I just can't wait to hear these guys play their last tune. And without further ado, the Trenton Klaz Trio, "How Deep Is the Ocean?" Yeah. That's it. Yeah. We went.